What's up, guys? Dan the Soul Man here once again, and today I've got a pair of Sk8-Hi zips from the Vans Volt line. This is actually the latest collaboration to come out of Vans Volt, and it is a collaboration with Vans Volt stockist from up north in San Francisco, the Darkside Initiative. It is their first collaboration with Vans Volt, and I might say, I'm going to say that it is a very badass collaboration and a very good way to introduce yourself to the world of collaborating with Vans. These came out on November 22nd, and it would consist of a pack that had a Sk8-Hi zip and an era, both fully constructed out of this material that is called super fabric. And it kind of came as a surprise, so I was pretty excited about it. You know, I always get excited when things take me by surprise, and I love surprises. And we didn't really know about this collaboration or that it was happening until pretty much the very last minute. And, you know, I dig when things do that. It really keeps me excited about collecting Vans. One other thing that kind of surprised everybody was the price point. The Sk8-His retail for $225 and the eras for $180. And the reason for those prices, people are questioning the reason for those prices. Let me rephrase. But for that price, you do get two very expensive and technical materials on here. So the entire upper of the shoe is covered in super fabric, and then the entire inside of the shoe is lined with Outlast. Outlast is a material that we've seen on Vans before. They've used it on several Syndicate models, including the Andy Kessler pack, the Mountain Edition Mid Warrior pack, and the second collaboration with Jason Jesse, the Sk8-Hi Notchback. Super fabric, however, is something that I actually had never even heard of, so I had to do some searching when I saw these were coming out. And you get a bunch of videos of people trying to like stab the material and try to like cut through it, and it's pretty fun to watch. But it definitely is what pushed me over the top when it came to buying a pair. I wasn't going to because they were kind of expensive, but I saw the videos and I was just like, well, like that's kind of cool. I want that. And super fabric. So in here it says that it is durable, abrasion / stain, and water resistant. So it really is a very super fabric indeed. And they use it on motorcycle gear, jackets, gloves. They use it for tactical gear, for like police enforcement uses it for gloves so they don't get like stabbed by things. It's a very interesting fabric, and as you can see from a distance it kind of looks like ballistic nylon, but if you get closer to it, let me just zoom in here. You can see that it is made up of these little hexagonal shaped discs, and that is what they call the armor. And it's supposed to deflect anything from, anything big from cutting in there, or anything kind of small from poking in there. So it definitely has quite a bit of a sheen to it. And like some people were complaining that $225 gets you a very plain looking shoe. And I'll admit it is a pretty monochromatic colorway, but you do get that sheen the natural sheen from the material. And then of course the midsole is a very interesting color. It doesn't really come out very well in this video or in any of the pictures that I've seen online, but in person the midsole is very interesting. It is a light gray color, and there's no doubt about it that it's not white, and it's definitely gray. So I think those two things definitely make the shoe pop a little bit. I think enough. And like I said, the price point has nothing to do with hype or flash. It's really all about the materials that they used in the shoe. Alright, let's get a closer look at the shoe here. So, like I mentioned, it is water resistant. So, being that, they decided to forego the perforation on the toe box here. We've got that reissue style eye stay, a black nubuck side stripe, and some black nubuck down here. And the zipper here actually is this is a first, I think, for any Sk8-Hi zip. It's actually sealed, so when you open it and close it, a little plastic flap kind of closes over it. You see these on like a lot of weather-resistant jackets, and it keeps the water from getting in there. So that's pretty cool. And like I said, the midsole it really doesn't show here. I'm kind of upset that it doesn't, but it is a light gray color. It just kind of looks off-white, dingy white in this video. We got a black foxing stripe, and then interestingly, we have a toe box here that seems to have come from an OG model because it's shorter than normal. And we also have the off-the-wall heel tab, the same one that we saw on the Huichol pack back a few months in April, I think. No, maybe not that much. I don't remember when those came out. Anyway, dark waffle gum sole, nothing fancy there. Black would have been nice. And we've got these round black paracord laces. They're supposed to be pretty tough. And they also come with black flat waxed laces. The eyelets here are eyelets that I haven't seen before on any other pair of Vans, so that's kind of cool. And they're a dark gunmetal-y color. They look way lighter in this video than they are. But I dig the eyelets. I know, small details, but you know, that's how I am. Like I said, the inside of the shoe is lined in Outlast material. And I'm not sure if the Outlast material took the form of this fabric here or if they put this over it. But the fabric that you feel here is kind of a very soft microfiber fleece type material. And it lines the entire shoe, including the insole, except for the heel portion of the insole where they've got that skull logo that we've seen on the shoe. And then on the right shoe, we've got Vans Vault. You can see that, it's kind of dark in there. The tongue of the shoe here features that same logo. As well as a super fabric little tag here to let you know that super fabric is the fabric that is being featured on the shoe. And on the reverse, we just got that, you know, Vans, the world's #1 skate shoe, which is pretty common for Sk8-His. And then a little Outlast flag to let you know that there's Outlast material in there. I always kind of look underneath these things, and I happened to flip this one over, and I saw this. For those of you guys that are avid Van Syndicate fans and you know what this is the designation of a shoe in the Van Syndicate line. And if you look this one up specifically, it is the Jason Jesse Sk8-Hi Notchback, the second collaboration with Jason Jesse, which also featured Outlast. So I'm assuming that they just had some of these extra ones lying around, and instead of making new ones, they just used these. That's pretty funny if you ask me, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Just kind of a little interesting aside. Focus there. Thankfully, they did also get a custom drawer box for this collaboration. It features the Darkside Initiative logo on the front with Volt branding on it as well. And we've got these cool little skull-like or flower things consistent that are made up of skulls. So that's cool. On the side, Darkside Initiative. On the back, a bigger version of what borders the top. On the front here, we've got, so it's Darkside, black and gray, Sk8-Hi zip. Taupe colored pull ring here. And inside, nothing fancy, just plastic. And that's pretty much it. So they did include this little pouch. It wasn't in the shoe box, it was just in the box that the shoes came in. It's a little pouch with a bunch of little, or rather large, Darkside Initiative stickers. I'm not sure if this is something that they include in all of their shoe deliveries or if it was made specifically for the collaboration. It doesn't look like it because it doesn't have Vans on it anywhere, but I guess a cool little touch, kind of like Supreme. They always throw in some of those box logo stickers. So I'm sure you've probably been sitting through this whole video, maybe, and you've been thinking, man, like, I really want to see what that fabric can do. Well, if you really want to see what it can do, please go ahead and search for Super Fabric on YouTube or Google and watch those videos. I'm not going to go crazy on these shoes. You know, they were expensive, and I do really like them, and I don't want to harm them in any way. But for the sake of science, I will go ahead and do a little experiment. I'm going to try to stab a section of the shoe with this needle. And I'm going to choose this here because, well, it's not a very important part. So if I do damage it, I won't be as bummed out. So I'm going to stab it. And I can feel that it is sticking somehow every now and then. I'm guessing when it goes in between the... and it does kind of stick in there. When it goes in between each of the little hexagons, it'll stick, but when it hits the actual hexagon, it won't go through. So maybe if you have a bigger blade, you probably won't be able to slice through it. I've got this serrated kitchen knife here, and I'm going to try to like maybe saw it and see what happens. So bear with me here, guys. So I didn't do it very hard. It was kind of a light thing, but as you can see, nothing really happened to the fabric. I'm not going to go any crazier with them, but that's that. But I will show you a comparison with another shoe. I busted out my Andy Kessler beaters. These beat up Andy Kessler Sk8-His that I have. Coincidentally, another shoe that uses Outlast. These are syndicates, so as you can see, we've got the correct number on there. I've kind of already attacked this right here, as you can probably see, but I'm gonna show you guys. So unlike the Super Fabric, the needle will stick in here every time because there are no little armored pieces to deflect it. It doesn't really go through though. So yeah, so let's try the knife here. I've already done some little slashes on there, so I'm going to go with like a lower or a higher up here path. Let's all right, okay, all right. Let's focus this guy in. And I did just as lightly as I did with the Super Fabric, and as you can see, we've definitely got some splitting there of the suede. So I guess the Super Fabric is quite super. Didn't really doubt it, but just wanted to show you guys. And like I said, yeah, go ahead and check out those videos on YouTube. They're pretty crazy. And you can see, I think they have videos on the website as well, like superfabric.com or whatever the hell it is. Anyway, thanks again for watching, guys. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. And if you want to subscribe, please do so. I've got plenty of stuff coming up. If you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed watching me cut up a pair of Andy Kessler Sk8-His, then please hit that like button. And don't forget to check out my Instagram, @danthesoleman. I post up almost daily. I try daily, but frequently I post up pictures of the shoes that I'm wearing for that day. All right, thanks again, and I will see you guys next time.